Hello. Give me a secondo. Oh my god, is it seriously? It's so nice having Chase playing again. Right, give me a momento. As always, I'm just making sure that I'm rocking and rolling here. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. The sun is still out, so what better way to celebrate than sitting inside playing Flight Sim? Right. Yeah, right. I think we're good to go. Let's jump in. Let's do it. Let's get on with it. We won't waste any time. It's a sub from Rev to kick us off as well. And it's a tier bloomin' 3. Rev, thank you. 51 months as well. That's a lovely way to kick things off. A bit of a Mungo serenade with a tier 3. Hello, Chewy meme. What more could you want? I still love that emote. My Austin meme emote. Thank you, mate. Hello all. Robert, Joju, Rev, of course, Aradius, Rick, Kenworth, Phoenix. Hello. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I don't know why the chat thing's not connected over to my YouTube. Hopefully they are actually live and working. Let me make sure I switch the scene across over there. And yeah, welcome in. Good to see you all. Happy Tuesday. We're doing the route that we discovered yesterday on stream. I couldn't resist it. I got very excited after our discussions of potential route options for today. How's everybody's day been? Hope you've all had a good one. I'm excited to be back in the iFly today. It's had an absolutely ginormous update to it. It's on version 1.031 now, I think. And it's had loads of stuff. You even have to like reinstall the full aircraft. So hopefully I've remembered everything with it and it's all working correctly. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm just checking all of that. That's looking good. Cool, we're live there. Perfect. Gaming Prospect. Hello, how you doing? Finishing up a 15.5 hour... Oh my god, 15.5 hours in an A330. How is that even possible? That's impressive. Hi, Flyer, as well. Good to see you. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, everybody. Rev, thank you again for the 51 months tier 3 to get us going. There we go. It's finally connected to TikTok chat. We'll see if it does with YouTube chat as well shortly. Cam, hello. How are you, matey? Good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you. How are we, folks? As we discussed yesterday, we're doing some Gol 737 MAX flying today with the world update in Brazil. And this is a really cool route. 2 new airports that we've never flown in or out of before. So I'm looking forward to this one. Let's go and introduce it and we'll get started straight away, shall we? So yeah, so this is the flight that we're going to do today. 2 new places that I've never even really heard of. Well, I've heard of Recife, but I've never been here. So we are operating some Gol 737 MAX8 flights, which they don't actually, I think, normally do as a rotation in the manner that we're doing it, but that's how we're doing it. And we're operating Gol flight. Oh, I just realized something. I've made a terrible mistake. It's GLO, not GOL. I need to go and correct everything. I'm a silly boy. That's an annoying one. Let me go and edit absolutely everything. It's GLO. Yeah, so we're operating GLO flight 1139. That's a silly mistake to make, isn't it? Out of Recife to one of the new sceneries that's in the world update. World Update Brazil bought SBFN, Fernando de Noronha. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that again because I'm terrible. I apologize to everybody from Brazil. So we're off to Fernando. We'll just call it that today. Which I've honestly never even heard of. So it's a nice new one. Hopefully it'll be a lovely rotation. Absolutely. I'm just going to very quickly redo the flights because I'm a bit of a fool. End flight. Start a new flight. There we go. GLO 1139. I'm a fool. I thought the call sign was GOL for Gol because that's what it is on here, but it's GLO. I'll fix that on the overlay as well. Yeah, so a nice rotation today. with two places that we've never flown before in the sim. We've got the huge new iFly 737 MAX update, as well as the World Update Brazil scenery, which we've already seen a little bit of in MSFS 2024, but we've not seen in 2020. And yeah, two new destinations, so hopefully it'll be a fun one. Lilo's here, Steadfast is here, hello. Gaming Prospect, new LAX enhanced, the ZHC, nice. Oh, well, I hope you had a good flight. Jelly's here, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Forklift guy's the first one in on the TikTok today. 737 MAX or the E-Jets? We're in the 737 MAX today. Yeah, we are flying in the iFly 737 MAX8 for MSFS 2020. I think they're in the process of updating this aircraft to work with 2024, which I cannot wait for. But we've got it in 2020 for now. Boulder, hello, how you doing? Good evening to you. Welcome in. Yeah, so that's our rotation today. I hope that sounds like a nice plan. Nothing else to report, really. Hope you've all had a good day so far, whatever you've all been up to. The sun is still out. It's still springtime, it feels like. And I'm ready to get flying. Let's get into it. I want to get started. Let's jump in, shall we? And we'll get it kicked off. Anybody do anything exciting today? Anything interesting going on? I managed to watch a little bit of Ian's stream earlier on in the background whilst I was working. But it's been another relatively busy one at work today with a few bits and bobs here and there, as is normally the case. I don't know if I've missed anything. Forklift guy says wanting to buy it, but also up in the air about the E-Jets or the CRJ. Oh, this thing surpasses the E-Jets or the CRJ by a mighty margin. Yeah. Yeah. If you're debating out of the three which one to get in terms of quality for the price that you're paying, the iFly just hands down. Hands down. Dissertation work. Oh, doing it while flying JFK to Manchester. Yeah, we've all been there. And done. That's it. That's it. You got to do it in the long hauls. You got it. It's perfect, mate. That's the way to do it. Lilo just took off from Beirut to Rome in the FS Labs. Oh, you have GPS jamming. Nice. That's quite cool. I hope they do the MAX9 eventually. Yeah, well, they want to get it to 2024. They still need to do the, like the 737-82, whatever it is that Ryanair have and stuff. So, yeah. Pulled your PC apart for some deep cleaning and now running updates before flights tonight. Awesome. Nice. It's always good to do a little bit of a clean up, isn't it? Brilliant. Oh yeah, service pack 1. Yeah, there's all sorts of things, isn't there? But I mean, still, this aircraft is brilliant. It's had a lot of new updates to it, so much so that it actually said that for the latest update for this aircraft, you needed to uninstall it and reinstall it. So I've had to reinstall the whole aircraft, do the nav data again, and all of those kind of things. And I've also had to do views because we're in MSFS 2020, so we're using chase plane. So I've had to do my my chase plane views again, but it didn't take too long. So we should be good. Hopefully it all works. Michael's here as well. Hello. How are you, matey? How are you? Hope you're well. Right. Let's come out of that view. And we'll go and get sales started. So, aircraft. We're in a livery that I just downloaded from flightsim.to. Papa Romeo X-Ray Mike Echo. I think this is like the most downloaded GOL livery on flightsim.to for the Max. So, did the job. And we got some freeware scenery for Recife, which does the job, actually. Oh, looky who it is. What are you doing up at this time? Goodness gracious. 103 months from Drew from Down Under. Hello. I know. Is that it? I need to chat to Fraser, actually, because it's April now and we've not even started. Well, I don't know. We've started getting suggestions for routes for World Flight, but we've not actually done any planning for it yet in terms of exactly where we're going. Mate, thank you. 103 months. I don't know why you're up at such a ridiculous time in Down Under, but I appreciate you, mate. Thank you for keeping everything going for so long. What camera mod is Orbex coming out with soon? I don't think Orbex are coming out with any camera mods, are they? I don't know. Passed your biannual flight review on Saturday despite challenging approaches at SPB Echo Base. Oh, mate, I hope it went well. It sounds like it did. Congratulations, mate. That's brilliant. Alf is here on the TikTok. This stream's perfect for a post-camp kit sorting. Hey, nice. Yeah, have it on in the background while you sort stuff out, mate. I hope you had a great time at camp. Gigliotti's the first one in on YouTube. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, so we've got loads of freeware today. So the departure airport scenery is freeware from flightsim.to. And it's available by Eduardo Guerreros. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. And he's got a version for both MSFS 2020 and 2024. I will link it in chat. There you go. So we've got freeware scenery for Recife. Then we've got, obviously, the free world update for Brazil, which includes the scenery for SBFN, which is our first destination, our kind of middle place today before we return back here. So, yeah, so we got 2 nice freeware sceneries. Can't complain, really. Does the job. I'm sure it's not as good as some payware, but, I mean, this scenery will do the job for me, to be honest with you. For some reason, I remember Jamie Alt F4 2020 on landing the iFly. Oh, really? World flight was 5 months ago. It's ridiculous, isn't it, how quickly time's going. Michael says, could be better have to study Latin for your final exam, your bachelor's next Monday. Already failed once because I'm too dumb for landing, it seems like, and it's taking a toll on me. Literally everything passed already, but I won't get your degree before I pass this bloody Latin exam. Yeah, but Michael, it means that when you do pass it, it will just make it that much sweeter, and you will pass it, you know. Unfortunately, with degrees and these kind of things, sometimes it is about jumping through hoops. And it does mean that even though it's taking a toll on you now and you're kind of in the rough phase with it and you're struggling with that part, it will mean that when you do pass it, not if, when you do pass it, when you get that piece of paper and you've got your bachelor's degree in your hand, it will make it that much sweeter, mate. I promise you. So keep at it, keep going. But yeah. Mirandai, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, there is payware scenery for here, but to be quite honest with you, in places like this where I'm probably not going to be flying that often, there's no real point me buying, like, I don't really want to spend, I don't know what the price of that exact scenery is, but you know, a lot of payware sceneries are somewhere between what, about 12 and 20 Great British pounds ish. And spending that every single time for a brand new airport that I might not fly to again for years, it's not really a great way to spend money. So unless it's like a real major airport that, or somewhere where I think I'm going to fly quite regularly, you know, if there's a good freeware alternative, I'll go that. And I quite like, you know, showing off freeware scenery as well. Why not? Why not? He just Alt F4 because he couldn't stand how the sim looked compared to 24. Oh, really? Oh. All right. Yeah, so we've got freeware scenery both ends, and we've got the iFly Max today with its latest update. So let's jump into the aircraft, and we will go and get some power established. Oh, God, I love this thing so much. If not, when? If you think you can, you can. Yeah, that's it. I think we've all been there with studies when you're going through something and you're just... You've just got no idea how you're going to get that bit done, or, you know, especially, you know. Yes, Mama Chewy remembers it from my degree 10 years ago. Cultural materialism. How I got through that, I will never know. I've told the story loads of times, but I read back my paper on that, and still to this very day, I do not know what any of it means. But I got a 2-1 in it, so I'll take it. Right, I'm just going to get initial things kind of prepped with the aircraft. Make sure that we've got some bits and bobs turned on up there. And then, actually, let's go and get fuel and weight and stuff on, because we're on a remote stand, so it might take a little while for GSX. So, yeah. Phil, hello, how you doing? Oh, yeah, do an isolation pack startup. Yeah, it's 30 degrees. Yeah, you guys got to remind me of that. Make sure to do an isolation pack startup, because it's hot. Aiden, hey, thank you so much for the follow. That's really kind of you. A warm welcome in. Thank you, Aiden. Right, initialize. Oh, God, where am I going again with this thing? Let's have a look. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, because I've reinstalled this aircraft, I wonder if it'll pull stuff in. Anyway, what am I doing? 0 fuel weight. Let's do that first. Oh! Holy moly! Why are you still using FS 2020, not 2024? Because not every aircraft is available in 2024, mate. Otherwise, I would be in 2024. Phil, with 5 gifted. Thank you very much. Goodness gracious me. Phil, that's come out of absolutely nowhere. Thank you. That puts you straight onto the leaderboards. for gifted subs, as it well should do. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you for 5 gifted subs. They're going to Dropstick, Stephen the Demon, Aiden Plays Games, Don't Panic, and Nessie. Hey, Phil, I don't know what I've done to deserve that. He's just come in and said, what's up, mate? And then drops 5 gifted. Dude, you're a legend. I appreciate that a heck of a lot. That really does go a long way. Phil, thank you. Chat, please, come on. Can we get some love and some appreciation for Phil with his generosity there, gifting 5 subs to the community? That means a lot. That goes a long way on a small channel like mine. That really does. Thank you, bud. Because I love you, mate. You're too bloody kind. You really are. Thank you, mate. Good evening, New Zealand. Hello. Oh, God, there's more New Zealand. I was just reading your message. Your team, Nottingham Forest, are doing so well. Your team are the team of the season so far. Nottingham Forest are the team in the Premier League of the season, mate. There's more. New Zealand gifting 5 as well to add in. That is really getting a hype train underway. Thank you very much for your 5 gifted to put you on the leaderboard for the month of April. They are going to Dive G68, DMNNN, Mr. T, Bartender Barry, and Psychic Time Lord. Again, every single sub like that, it really, and I'm not just saying it, you know, in an ironic manner, it really does go a long way. So thank you so much for the gifted subs coming through. 10 gifted subs out of absolutely nowhere, and I've not even got the passengers coming on board yet. Let's do that. Thank you. Okay, so 112 passengers, and we are taking 2.2 tons of cargo, so we'll just split it down the middle, shall we? So we'll go 1,100 in the front, 1,100 in the back. Good. And that's giving us a 0 fuel weight, 57.2, just shy of that. Perfect. That's close enough for me. So we'll set the payload. And then we'll go and call GS Memes and get them to do boarding. Yeah, we'll get the pushback tug in. Right, I'll catch up with chat in just a second. I just want to get passengers and fuel on. And we're taking 6 tons of fuel today. So that's total fuel into there. 6 tons. Lovely. Set fuel. Done. Complete. We are ready for pushback. Cool. Perfect. I'm waiting for iFly and PMDG to come to 2024. Yeah, I've still got a couple. So the 727, even though it's got an experimental build in 2024, there's the FSS 727, the iFly, the PMDG aircraft, the TFDI MD-11. So, yeah, it's weird. Every single time I stream MSFS 2020, I'm always met with at least one person who goes, wait, why are you still flying this sim? I'd much rather be in MSFS 2024 right now. I really would. But we need to wait for some aircrafts that are still yet to be updated to get pulled across to 2024. And as soon as they do, we will be using them in there. Absolutely. Oh my God, there's more. MH. Oh Lord, look at that. 85 months. I swear, some of these sub lengths now are getting silly. Cheers. Thank you very much. 85 months to MH. I'm good. I'm a bit sad today because I'm supposed to be going to Japan in a few weeks for Star Wars Celebration, but I'm not able to go, which is a bit of a shame because obviously I would have loved to have gone to that event. I went to Star Wars Celebration here in the UK 2 years ago, and me and Becca we booked tickets to actually just go to the event. We hadn't booked flights and lost all that money or anything, but we were planning on a holiday to Tokyo together, but the price of it and everything was just insane. So we weren't able to go. So I'm a little bit sad because of that. But the sun is out. Work's going okay at the moment. We're flying in the sim still. So yeah, all good, mate. All good. Oh, a load of people. Yeah, I got an email from Windows earlier on today about upgrading to Windows 11. I still haven't done it. We have some FSS new 2024 E-Jets next week. And oh, really? I'll believe it when I see it, Lilo, at this point, mate. I wonder how much your season ticket will be next season with Champions League. Yeah, it could be pretty crazy, but it'll be good. It depends on the performance, despite the planes. One day 2024 and the next day. Really? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I know there's a 727-200 out, but is there going to be developed into a passenger version? I can't say much, but stay tuned in the very near future. I can't say much right now, but stay tuned about the 727 passenger version. Yes. Right, so we've got weight and fuel on. So seatbelt signs are on. Let's go and have a look at the weather, which is there. No, that's not it. What am I looking at? Metal search. There we go. So SBRF, the wind's 150 degrees 12 knots, so we're going to be taking off in a southerly direction today. Scattered clouds at 2500. Temperature is 30 with a dew point of 23, and the QNH is 1012. I wonder if I can get air conditioning connected, because it's going to be blooming hot here, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely boiling. Air conditioning set. I don't know if on the Max I need to have packs on for that to work. Am I going to be watching the UCL game later? I mean, I'm going to be prioritising the stream, but I'm sure Mama Chewy will have it on, and depending on whether she's cheering or not, I'll know whether I should be keeping up with it. 8 o'clock, Arsenal versus Real Madrid, Champions League, Mama Chewy. Yeah, no, I can't stand it either. Right, cabin sun visors, get those turned off. There we go. Riley, no need to apologise. You're just in time. Hello, hello, hello. Cool, we'll leave all of that. Right, so we've got QNH in. I think then we're ready to get into the CDU. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right, FMC. So we're on the latest nav data. And, oh, I need a... What's the way that you do a... I want to see if the whole Simbri thing still works with this. Because I have reinstalled the aircraft, so I don't know whether it will pull our route correctly. Let's see. I can't remember. Oh, hello. Oh, yes, I would like to allow you to work. Okay. Well, that seems to have pulled something. Ah, load. What's the app name for install the iFly? Well, it's the iFly Manager. Oh, yay. Oh, I don't know why I've done a company route uplink. There's literally one waypoint today, which we're not actually going to even fly to, but it's fine. Right, and then with GLO1139, activate, execute. So, departing out of here, we're on a 1-8 departure. And then our routing today, we've not actually even had a look at the flight plan. So, we're G3 flight 1139. Ah! Oh my god. On the 8th of April. Definitely didn't see a tweet and Facebook post and Threads post get deleted by me on the MSFS official pages earlier, getting the date wrong. Shh, don't tell anybody. Zero fuel weight, yeah, 57,181 is what we've actually got. Takeoff weight just under 63 tons. Landing weight is 60.7. We're super light on this flight. Cruising at flight level 350 for an hour's flight time today, using 2.2 tons of fuel. We're taking 6 tons. And it's a 1-8 departure on a Munug 1 Alpha today. So that's the first option. And then we're just going to connect these up. What I am going to do is I'm going to program in the arrival now. I want to have a look and see if we can land on runway 30. Ooh, we might struggle. The wind's 160 degrees 10 knots, variable from 090 to 180 degrees. I really wanted to try and land on 30 so then we wouldn't have to backtrack, because there's a couple of us flying together, which is fine. More than happy for people to join the flight. However, this is the runway that we're going to be landing on. What do you reckon, chat? Do you reckon we just go for a runway 30, even though we're going to have a bit of a tailwind? Oh, this no, high flight. This CDU is by Cockpit Simulator. It's way more expensive than Wing because I don't know, they just decided to try and charge that much. And it was just sent to me for review purposes. So yeah, there isn't too many, so can space it out. Yeah, but the backtrack's going to be a bit of a pain. ANA is very generous with point redemptions. Yeah, I'd love to, but it's a bit late now, unfortunately. Your poor brother's a Leeds fan. Oh, yeah. I've got a good mate from mine at school is a Leeds fan. Yeah, I don't know what to do because the winds are favouring 1-2, but I mean, we'll have to backtrack. I guess as long as we get the spacing all right, we should be fine. Okay, so then in that case, we'll do the... We will do the RMP Zulu. Yeah, we'll do the RMP Zulu runway 12 via Foxtrot November 363. So we'll stick that in, and then what I will do is I will go from Munug direct to Foxtrot November 363, like so. I'm sure we can space out. Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes. Well, 2 minutes should be all right. It's just the fact that there's a backtrack, because obviously that does take a little while. That would take over. That would take over 2 minutes. How long is the flight? Only an hour each way. Yeah. Right. Okay. Good. So that's flight loaded in. Let's get some information into here. I will just. Oh, actually, I don't know why I'm looking at the flight plan there because I can bring it up here. Silly me. Silly me. Ah, JBS. Hey, thank you for the cheer. Hello, mate. Chewbacca. Ooh. Oh, I saw the picture. It looks so good. That's very cool. Yeah, I saw that actually. It looked brilliant. Mate, thank you very much for the 100-bit cheer. And thank you for sending it. I've actually got a piece of that in the studio. Can you see it back there? That is something that I bought a while ago. And it is a piece of original Chewbacca fur from A New Hope. So I've got a piece of that exact costume potentially here as well. R04A5M on TikTok asked, what's my specs? I have an AMD 5950X and an RTX 4090. Right, so ISO deviation was 13. That's all fine. Transition altitude is saying 4,000 feet. Which the aircraft agrees with. Good. And then we'll go and get a wind data request as well. Thank you so much again, JBS. I don't know where we got with that hype train, folks, but I appreciate you all very much. Cool, so we'll just do a wind uplink and then we'll go and get some takeoff performance. It's nice to be back in the MAX, actually, after a little while away. Forecast, descent winds, descent wind request. Right, whilst that's coming through, let's put takeoff performance. So we'll copy the FMC data. That's all perfect. They've still not fixed this whole meters per second thing. I'm sure you can fix it, but yeah. Flat 5, and air conditioning on, anti-ice off, calculate. So it's giving us flat 5, takeoff 2 with a selected temp of 34, and then the speeds are 136, 136, and 144. So if we go into here, takeoff 2, 34, climb. I'm going to go climb 1 because it's a short flight. Flaps 5, center of gravity gets set, 136, 136, 144. Pre-flight in there is done. Lovely. Cool. Yeah, it's a setting in EFB. I think it just defaults to it though all the time, doesn't it? I'll have a look in a moment. Right, 144 then for V2. The runway heading is 183. So we'll go and swing for that. In there. And then we'll set 4,000 for the initial climb because it's transition altitude. Mortals here on the YouTube. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you. If there's one aircraft you'd love to fly IRL, what would it be? Ooh. What, that I've not flown before? Oh, that's a tricky one. I mean, it's probably going to be one that I've not got a chance of ever flying on, which would actually be the 727 or Concorde. Because, like, at the moment, like, I've still not flown on an A380, which I'd really love to fly on, but there's still, like, a reasonable chance that I will have an opportunity to do that, right? But 727 and Concorde, very, very unlikely. Hey, a vortex! 16 months. God, I can't read. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Hello there. Thank you very much for the 16 months with the tier 1, is it? Or is it with the prime? No, it was with the tier 1. I thought it was. I hope you are well, matey. You join us just getting some air conditioning going for our passengers because we are down on the ground at a very warm Recife on the eastern coast of Brazil. We're heading out over the water to SBFN. Fernando de Noronha. Sorry if I've murdered that. I'm sure I have. But yeah, this is new World Update scenery that came with the World Update for Brazil. So we're checking it out today. 727, there is the whole zero. Yeah, but I don't want to do the zero G experience. I can't even do a roller coaster. I can't even do a roller coaster. So can you imagine me trying to do that? Oh my God. Terrible. PANC to PAB. I don't think I've ever been to PABR. Right. Get the AP onto the buses. Stick the air conditioning on. And yeah, we'll just leave that where it is. Cool. Right. So if we get GSX ready for pushback. Systems page. We're going to want nose. Oh, crap. What direction are we going to want? We're going to want nose to the left today. I've not even briefed the departure. So we'll go and do that in a moment. Where do I want to go? I still hate this EFB. Disconnect. Disconnect. Get all of those out the way. And make sure that's set. Right, let's just have a very quick look at the departure. So, we're parked on stand 17. So we'll push back onto Mike. And then taxi Mike to the holding point full length runway 18. And then we're departing out on a Munug 1 Alpha. So it's straight out to Romeo Foxtrot 122, max 210 knots. Left turn direct Munug at or below flight level 50. Then Gellard at or below flight level 160. And then... Actually, no, I don't even think we have that. No, we just go Munug and then en route. So we don't have any of these. Oh, it would be Gellard. Sorry, no, it would be Munug and then Gellard and then Foxtrot November Romeo, actually. So I'm going to put Gellard in. We need to actually have that there. Bit like we check that. And then what we'll do is we'll go direct to Foxtrot November 363. There we go. Good. Yeah, contact Yoda's got it. Perfect. We're on the same wavelength, my friend. Okay, let's make sure that we're good to go. So your damper.
Release your parking brakes, please.
Yes, I'll release my parking brakes in a momento. Pressurize the hydraulics. Beacon light on. And then transponder can go on. Like so. Okay. Recife traffic goal 1139er, stand 17, push and start onto Mike facing to the north. Recife. Is that the call sign? I've done it again. I've done the typical thing where I start my Unicom thing and then realise that I've not actually remembered what the call sign is. Arikis Edit, thanks for the follow on the TikTok. Thank you, mate. Mr. Speedbird as well. Hello, matey. How you doing? We got Freshies. Thanks for the follow. Hello. Sorry, I feel like I'm missing loads of people. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Saucy's here as well. How you doing? You kept trying to install 2020, but it kept crashing. Oh. I don't know why that could be. We're doing some tandem pushbacks. I've got no idea if this pushback is going to be any good because I think it's a default profile, but yeah, whatever. Right, let's go and get some engines started. So packs off. Starting right engine. I deleted the NVIDIA app. I got rid of it. It was causing all sorts of issues for me. Did you get me saying hello? Yeah, I said hello to you early, Riley. Yeah. You said you were joining late, and I said, no, you were perfectly on time, mate. Going to set up a long haul before heading out in the lovely Scottish weather with your girlfriend. I'm like, hey, nice. Probably not for the return. No worries, mate. I hope you enjoy your long haul as well as your evening out, mate. Do you think you could show your MSFS 2024 settings like keybinds? I'm not in MSFS 2024 number 1, so unfortunately not. And actually, all of my keybinds, in MSFS 2024, I pretty much just use the default MSFS 2020 binds. Yeah, there's not much that I do that's different, I'm afraid. Oh, thank you, Benny. That's kind of you. Welcome in on the YouTube. Yeah, we're not flying the A350 today.
Please set parking brakes.
But we're flying the MAX. Aneurysm, hello, how you doing? Borelli Sims stuff when I spawn in at their airports, you get 100% GPU usage. Oh, really? Ooh. Am I using chase plane? You bet we are. There's been a huge new update to it. Bit of cinematic views. Right, okay. We'll just wait for the GT red line to go out, and then we'll start up engine number 1. There we go. So a good start on the other side. So what we're going to do, chat, is because it's so blooming hot here, we want to do an isolated pack engine start. So we're going to put the pack right to auto, and then close the isolation valve, which should give us split pack procedures. At least it does in the NG. It should do. Let's see if we can start engine number 1 now with that. And that would just provide a bit of air conditioning to the passengers in the back when it's so hot, so they don't have to wait like multiple minutes with the engine starting. But also means that we can safely start engine number 1. So that's a really common procedure that you'll see done on the 737 when it's warm. What's the score with the roadmap for Chase Plane 24? Don't know. We don't actually have any details on that at the moment. Benny's got new rig orders for FS24. Amazingly. Right, okay. Adding in the fuel. Oh, yes. Those sounds. I don't think I will ever get bored of that. Craig, hello, how you doing? John T's here as well. Good evening, welcome everybody. We've got loads of people coming in and saying hello. Hi, hi, hi. Have I got this view set up? No, it's not working just yet. I thought I'd got thingy, flyby view. We'll have a look in a moment. Right, so again, we're going to wait for the red EGT line to go, and then we got 2 good engine starts. So, gens off for the APU, and APU off altogether. Start switch is continuous. Probes on. Packs to auto now. Isolation valve to auto. APU bleed off. We'll select flaps 5. And then we'll go and switch over the display over there. Trim set. We could go and do a flight control check, but we'll do it on the taxi out just so we're not holding up anybody behind us. And receiver traffic goals 1139, taxiing via Mike to holding point full length runway 18. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. Just finished a lovely spag bowl. Very nice. Me and Mama Chewy had Cajun chicken with new potatoes and veg for dinner. It was very nice, actually. Nearly Auckland, 3 hours and 31 minutes to go. I know. It's always that thing when you do a long haul and then you're like, you get to cruise and you're like, wait, why did I do this? Hey, there we go. Get the flyby view going. Got some really cool liveries on the NG. Yeah, I saw actually. Do you fly VATSIM? Yeah, we're on VATSIM. Right, let's just do a quick flight control check. How are you, mate? You are well? Yeah, all good, mate. All good. When is it dropping for the public? What? When is what dropping for the public? Sorry. I feel like I need some, like, ground roll effects. I don't feel like I'm getting any. Is it just me, or do you guys feel like we're not getting any, like, ground roll effects for chase plane right now? Uh-oh. Groups. Pilot. Let me just make sure that this is actually... pilot. Yeah, that is. Don't know why it's not working then. It doesn't feel like it's working. Yeah, it does look very still, doesn't it? There we go. So the other two are following on behind us. And it looks like I'm going to be the first one inbound for SBFN. So I'll most certainly be keeping my speed up in the flight. Brazil! Oh, yes. How do you get chase plane? So if you want chase plane right now, it's only available for MSFS 2020 PC customers. And you need to be part of what's called Club 42. Which is essentially you need to spend $42 on the Parallel 42 website. And then you get kind of like an early access to it. Recife traffic, Gol 1139, full length runway 18 departing Munug 1 Alpha departure. Recife. Okay, so lights on there. Strobes are on.
Approaching.
Ooh.
18.
Nice. RAS is working. The Mungo 1 Alpha. I know, I almost said that. I almost said that. Maybe it's because you're on a smooth bit of tarmac. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's just we'll see what it's like on the takeoff roll. If there's no head movement, then something's not working quite right with it. Sorry, excuse my turning.
On runway 18.
Right, let's get this show on the road. Where's the click spot for Toga again? I think it's that, isn't it? Here we go! Okay, stable. Oh, nice. They fixed the Toga thing with the physical position of the throttles being different. Lovely. Okay, thrust set. 80 knots. It's bouncing a bit. I think I need to turn the intensity up. It's not bouncing much. They've changed something with the latest chase plane update. Road settings. Positive rate, gear up. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's the view we want. Oh, my God. Talk about views. Look at that. That's chase plane for you. Okay, N1L nav, VNav speed. Flaps. Oh, no. Flaps 1. This is beautiful. Oh, God, I love this plane so much. I really do. Flaps up. Real turb? Yeah, I have got real turb. Just love the sounds in this aircraft. I'm going to clear us straight up to cruise. So we'll clear ourselves straight up. All the way, 35,000. And then we'll do the after takeoff checklist. So lights can go. Engine start switches can go. We're through transition, so we can set standard. Auto brake can go off. We're going to bring out the range. Match our heading up a little bit better. Go and have a look out the other side. Oh, yes. Boris really cooked with the iFly 7.3, didn't he just? Didn't he just? There's Mac just taking off. It's a bit bumpy. So again, not long flights this. It's only about an hour or so each way. So we're going to be keeping ourselves busy. Which is always the most fun when you're keeping yourself busy in the sim, right? Instead of sitting there picking your nose for hours. Lovely. Right. What else do we need to do then for now? I feel like I've forgotten. So, oh, yeah. We were going to have a look at the chase plane like turbulence settings. I feel like they've changed something because I don't know if I need to turn the intensity up. Because I didn't really feel much like going on. Like when we weren't really bouncing up and down much. Maybe I'll turn the intensity up. This could mean that we absolutely smash it down now, but yeah. We'll see. Right, okay. Landing lights off. Seatbelt signs off as well. And there we go. Right, chat, you know what it's time for. It's time for some music already and some cinematic views. Let's do it. Oh, I knew it! It's almost like I knew that this would be the next song on, which I genuinely didn't. There we go. MSFS 2024 is definitely better for scenery, but 2020 can still look amazing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there we are. As I say, it's not a very long flight, this. So what time should we be down? Well, we'll say about 18:15 UTC. And hope that it'll be a bit earlier than that. Oh, yes. This is what I'm talking about. Absolute timing, I know, right? Do you know what? I'm going to message Kevin and Edson and see if we can find a way of integrating Chase Plane so you can get Chase Plane to like listen to the music, find out the tempo, and then change the view on the beat. How cool would that be? So if on the start of a new bar, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and it changed on the 1 to a different view. Oh, so good. Have you seen the Wing full Boeing? Yeah, it's crazy all the stuff that they've got. They're producing so much. The autopilot of your A350 disconnected on a long haul. Realised it checked Navigator charts on your phone since I was at work. There is an option in the A350 where you can get that to stop. So like you can have like you can get it to stop the autopilot disconnecting. I think it's in the OIS, isn't it? Oh, we need Chase Plane in 2024. We really do. We've got 100k channels points. Give us some fun to do. Oh, well, you can do landing rate predictions. Landing rate predictions is where it's at, mate. Super Tom, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, buddy. Thank you. Those of you just joining us, hello, good evening, happy Tuesday. You join us just having departed off of the east coast of Brazil. We're heading out of Recife to SBFN, Fernando de Noronha, if I've got that correct, which is actually an airport that's in the new world update, the free world update for Brazil. Don't bother Edson with music sync. We need Patriot Mark II out ASAP. Now, to be fair, we need Chase Plane in 2024 out ASAP, really. So I won't bother him until that happens. Look at that view. Plane reclaimers were selling FO 7x7 for yokes for 600 quid. Yeah, that sounds about right. What was the scenery for SBRF? It was just some freeware I found on flightsim.to. I've kind of got a new thing in the sim. Well, it's not new, but it's relatively new. Where if we're like, you know, like, let's be honest, I'm probably not going to fly to Recife very often at all. You know, even major airports that are, you know, like hubs around the world, I don't fly to more than a couple of times a year in some cases. And so if I'm spending, you know, somewhere between 10 and 20 pounds every single time on a pay-where iteration of an airport that I'm not likely to visit more than just once or so, it's not really worth it for me. So when there's a semi-decent freeware option available, you know, I'm just going to get that. I know that you folks would probably rather see the pay-where alternative, and you know, they do look better, but that freeware scenery that we used for Recife, yeah, it wasn't amazing, but it perfectly well did the job for us, considering it's an airport that I'm probably not going to visit that often. Yeah. You flew to the freeware Mallorca? Yeah, well, that's it. There are some cases where it's almost better, the freeware. I'm so excited for this landing as well. It's a short runway, so we won't be messing around. So yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, if I could pick up every single pay-where scenery everywhere, every time, then I would. But when I've bought so much scenery as I already have, it gets very, very, very expensive. You haven't installed it yet, but the freeware Gatwick and Elliot. The best scenery, in my opinion, in MSFS is the freeware Duxford. Go and have a look on flightsim.to at the freeware Duxford scenery. It's literally unbelievable. This is your go-to freeware airport? Yeah, I've shown it before. We took the A380 into there, actually. Malaysian did a flight from Manchester down to Palma de Mallorca, and we did it in the sim. Right, let's just go and check on the aircraft, see how it's going. We're actually going to need to get stuff in for the arrival pretty freaking snappishly. Because it is not a long flight. Oh, the freeware Q8. Yeah, I haven't actually been there for ages. I don't think I've been to Q8 since they changed the ICAO code, actually. Yeah. I need to go there again. Yeah, the Duxford scenery is ridiculous. It's one of the best just sceneries in MSFS, let alone anything else. Let me see if I can show it very quickly. Oh, that's called Hems. Oh, that's the light. There's also, because there's light options, the complete edition. This is it. Look at this. This is free. There's like an air show version as well. It looks just ridiculous. Look at all of this. And in walk around mode in 2024, you can go and walk around it. In fact, I actually really want to do that. I want to go and do some video recording around Duxford in real life and then do it in the sim. But yeah, crazy scenery. Literally one of the best sceneries we've got in the entirety of the sim, freeware or payware. Yeah, Incarnate, really good departure, mate. Absolutely beautiful. Am I coming to the States for the WC? What's for the WC? World Cup, is that? No, I have no intentions of going to the World Cup, mate. Why is the source ChatGPT? I don't know. Right, chat, I am going to go and get some bits and bobs sorted for the arrival because, again, it's not a long flight. So we are going to lose 1 ton of fuel So our gross weight on landing should be 161.2. It's an incredibly short, well, it's 1800 meter runway, so we're going flat 40 today. Flat 40, so we've got a VREF of 133. Vipers Racing, hello, how you doing? And then Kansas here as well. Hello, friends. Good to see you all. Welcome in. Hello, hello. So, and then we're going to go auto brake. Should we go auto brake 3 or auto brake max? 1800 meter runway. I'm not too sure. Ryzen Viper. I'm on Ryzen's AMD 5950X. Minima is 1010 today. Oh god, it's going to take me ages to scroll there. Wait, somebody says you can just hold it down. Oops. Ah! How do I... Oh, there we go. Right, so there we go. Minima is 1010. And then we'll have another look at the weather. Yeah, the winds are 160 degrees at 11 knots, so... Yeah, it is going to be a runway 12. It really should be. QNH is 1011. QNH 1011. And then I've got a message I need to respond to. So bar a minimum 1010. QNH 1011. Auto brake 3. Flat 40 VREF 133. The landing elevation today is 184. So we'll put it to 200, which it's already got set for us. Well, that's lovely. Good. Right, we can go and enjoy some more views. Job done. Job done. Right, chat. Sorry, I'm going to be rude for a second and just check my phone. Good. There's supposed to be a big mountain on this island. I wonder if it's modelled. I loaded into the scenery earlier to get a screenshot for the YouTube thumbnail and just to make sure that the scenery was working. And it looks incredible. It looks really good. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a slopey one as well, so it could be an interesting approach, this. Your 14900K with a 4090, does it work good? I very much imagine so, mate. Yeah, very much imagine so. I live about an hour from the stadium in LA, so hopefully I'll make it to one of the games. Nice. Yeah, no, I certainly don't have any plans to go to the World Cup. Hello there! Who's that? Texas guy. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Thank you. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Welcome in. Yeah, for those of you just joining us, we are in the iFly 737 MAX8 today. We are heading out of Brazil. Well, we're doing some Brazil flying today. Here's our route. Goal flight 1139 and then 1138, which is the return. So I think, in real life, they don't actually do this, like, as a rotation. So they go, yeah, look. So I think there's quite a different, like, variation. So they go Sao Paulo up to Fernando de Noronha, about a 3-hour, 16-minute flight. Then they go to Recife, which is the return flight that we're going to do today. And then they go from Recife to Rio. So that's quite cool. So it's not actually done as a rotation that, like, we're doing it today, even though the flight numbers are 1139 and 1138. But, yeah, it was a cool one that I wanted to do. Is there anything else we need to do for the arrival? We need to do a very quick briefing, I guess. Let's do that now, and then it's out the way, isn't it? So we are arriving in on the RMP Zulu approach for runway 12 today. The transition level, well, the transition out is 5,000, so 6,000's in the box, so we'll leave that in. So we've got Foxtrot November 363 at 5,000 feet, and then Foxtrot November 364 at 3,500 feet. The final altitude to intercept the 3-degree descent angle is Foxtrot November 363 at 2,530 feet. So what we'll do is we'll fly it in LNAV and VNAV, and we'll put the MCP down to 1,000 feet, which is our platform altitude. Go around altitude today is 5,000 straight ahead if we need it, but hopefully we don't. I will probably put the course of 114 in just in case we can do it because there is a way where you can do final approach course and glide path, isn't there? So I will put that in just as a reminder of the final course because you do need to put that in, I'm pretty sure. There it is, 114. And then when we are down on the ground, it's very small. So it's a 1,800 meter runway. So we're going to be landing, backtracking, going as quick as we can to vacate at Bravo, and then parking up on stand. I'm not too sure if we've got any information about the actual parking situation there, but we'll find out when we get there. So there we go. That is our approach. And we've got top of descent in about 8 minutes. So we're not messing around today with this one. We're not messing around. Right, let me catch up. Any plans to attend Expo? Unfortunately not, mate. No. I would love to go. You know, anytime I'm able to go to Expo, I will do. However, the flights are cheap, but the price of hotels and stuff are ridiculous. You know, I think the cheapest, realistic looking one that I found was about $950 just for 4 nights. And then you add in the flights as well, which are at least about £500, and then the food and the drink and everything. It doesn't look like I'll be there in any capacity with work this year. And it's just very expensive. So I would love to be at Expo. I do usually set funds aside to go to Expo every year. However, as a lot of you know, me and Becca have got our first house together that we're renting, that we moved into at the start of last month, start of March. So obviously that's an added financial factor for me now. So yeah, but hopefully I'll be at Expo next year. I'm gonna miss it a lot. Dave, hello, how you doing? It's been a while since I've been able to catch a stream, fitting that it's a 737 flight. I start with United in 2 weeks. Hey! Oh, Dave, mate, keep us updated. Let us know how it goes. Is your OBS altitude matching with the plane? No, because there's, I think it's like an ISA deviation thing in Incarnate, or some sort of like density altitude thing that, because the thing that you see on the overlay, that's data that gets drawn out from FSU IPC. So that's just a text document, essentially, of what FSU IPC reads our altitude as. There's nothing I can do about it. So yeah. Maybe they can't get... Oh, I should have thought. I wonder if they tanker with fuel, actually. Viper, how check radar flight with sim? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Crooksy, hello. Would it be easy or hard for you to add an option on your website when looking at scenery to select between 2020 and 2024? Pretty much all of them are 2020. There's just a couple that are 2024, but all of the ones that are in 2024, I also have for 2020. So there's no airports that I have for 2024, Crooksy, that I don't already have in 2020, mate. So there's no real point. Short and sweet, that's it. Finn, tuning in, what's the route today? We are flying from Recife to Fernando de Noronha, which I've never heard of before, but Recife is a nice, beautiful place off the east coast of Brazil. And then this Fernando de Noronha is part of the world update for Brazil. So it's some nice free scenery. Hey, Jessica, 17 years. Oh my God, you folks are keeping me so busy today. I can barely have a room to think. I love it. 17 years, PogChamp. Thank you for the 17-year subs, Jessica. Could you imagine? It feels like in some regards that I've been doing this for 17 years. It really does sometimes, I tell you. I really do. Chat, I'm just going to increase speed for my spacing with the guys behind me. I've just thought about that. It's probably a good idea if I do. If I push the speed a little bit. So 0.79 in the descent. I don't know what the target speed will be through transition. Can I do that in here? /285 maybe? There we go. We'll go with that. Cool. It's telling us we're going to be landing way earlier than the ETA at the top of the screen, by the way. Safe travels and enjoy your flight. Thank you, Travis. That's kind of you, mate. Josh, hello there on the TikTok. Viper, hello, hello, welcome. Gosh, I'm trying to catch up with all the messages. Sieska, thank you so much again, mate. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you, thank you. There's a Google Street View. Oh, I don't think that link's going to work. No, I don't think it's going to work, mate. One of the most beautiful beaches in the world is located... Oh, really? Oh, we'll have to go and have a look, Heading. We'll have to go and have a look. Oh, B-Scan, it's another sub. 33 months, matey. Thank you very much indeed. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Thank you, B-Scan. How is one? Saying afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to you. Welcome in. Good to see you. You join us flying the stunning iFly 737 MAX, which I always get back into and just remember how much I love it. Ah. Praia de Sancho Beach. Okay, we'll have to have a look and see if we can spot it then. Have I done any citation flying in 2024? I haven't. No, I haven't. I haven't touched it yet, admittedly. I need to do some more, don't I? Whee! It's isolated, gorgeous. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this approach. I really am. Need the 24 update for the iFly? I know. This aircraft has had a massive update recently. So they had 1.03 and now 1.031. So it's had some pretty huge updates recently. I've not looked at the full changelog for it, but yeah, they've been hard at work for it. So I'm hoping we get the 2024 version soon. Shame the liveries for the 2020 citation don't work in 24. Yeah, the model and stuff changed, but it's a lot better now. Yeah. Note to self, don't go storm chasing in a citation. Storm chasing's fun in the sim. Storm chasing's really good fun in the sim. I don't know if we'll see them, but there is an Air France A350 from Paris to Sao Paulo that's like right ahead of us. So we might see them shortly. Thank you again for all the subs and everything coming through, my friends. I know I say it and it might sound generic, but it does go a long way. It really does. Those of you who have been here for so long and still continue to support the channel, yeah, it's crazy. Storm chasing in the A400M. We haven't flown the A400M for ages. God. Okay, we need to do some A400M flying soon. Yeah, I've not flown that thing for a while. I completely forgot about it, which is terrible of me, but... yeah, I have got traffic on there. Does this aircraft have a weather radar, like the default weather radar or anything? I don't know if it... It has the terrain radar. I don't know if it has a weather radar, though. I'm not too sure. Don't think it does. I don't think it does. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Your Sim CFI, hello, how you doing, mate? Good news, beta testing for the new flight model in the RJ right now. It's so much better. Hey, you hearing that, chat? You hearing that? Your Sim CFI's beta testing the CRJ new flight model update. So it sounds like the V2 update for the CRJ is going to improve even more so. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. I actually really enjoyed flying it the other day into Aspen. Oh, to be fair, all the flights that I've done with it so far in V2 have been really enjoyable. We did that flight from Billund to Stockholm. Then we did Toronto to LaGuardia. No, we did Detroit, Toronto, LaGuardia. And then we did the Aspen flight and everything the other day. And all of them have been really enjoyable. My whole opinion on the Aerosoft CRJ has been kind of radicalized. Is that the right word? Radicalized is not the adjective that I'm looking for here, is it? I'm not a radicalized pilot, chat, don't worry. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Airside Horizon, hello, was just on the TikTok but didn't know you were on Twitch. Yes, it should show on my TikTok thing, like that I've got a Twitch stream. But yes, hello, welcome in. Much better to watch on Twitch than TikTok, so thanks for the follow, welcome in. It was edited using basically your IRL experience and replaced it into the sim. I hope you guys will like it. That's all. That's one of my favorite things about Flight Sim is when we get people in the community who have got real world experience in the actual aircraft who can then, you know, inform developers and help with that. And it's such a huge factor that so many people miss out on, you know. I really struggle to comment on flight model in the sim because I am the first person to admit that I have never flown a real plane. However, whenever I usually share an opinion about something that's related to a flight model, that opinion will be formed off opinions that I've heard from people who will have actually flown the real aircraft. Not even just real pilots in general, because you can still get it where people will like say about a flight model and they've not actually they're a real pilot but they've not actually flown the real plane. Oh god, hello, sorry, Crooksy, hello, gifting a sub to Airside Horizon on the Twitch. There we go, for simply just for crossing over from the TikTok stream and joining us on the Twitch. You have been gifted a sub. That's very, very, very kind of you, Crooksy. Thank you for gifting a sub to our latest new follower on the Twitch and now latest new sub. Welcome in, buddy. There you go. So, Airside Horizon, you won't get Twitch ads now. You can do song requests. You've got a load of emotes you can use and all sorts of other things as well. There you go. So, yeah, I'm always cautious with passing judgment of saying, oh, the flight model's not realistic on this, because I've never bloody well flown the thing to know whether it's realistic or not. But, you know, like, with the whole debate over the A350 flight model, you know, they've had Pablo, who's a real-world A350 pilot, on their dev live streams a number of times to explain it. And I trust his opinion. You know, he's well more informed on the A350 than I am. And I trust that he's advised them on the flight model of the aircraft and how responsive it is. So I go with his opinion. Unless I hear another A350 pilot give a completely contrasting opinion to Pablo. And you will get that. I remember with Phoenix alpha and beta testing, you would get people who would fly the same aircraft for the same airline who would have differing opinions on stuff. So there will always still be a level of subjectivity with flight model, I think, even within real-world pilots in the sim. And one of the big factors with that is hardware. You know, what sensitivity settings, what hardware people are using, all of that really does play a factor, I think. But, yeah. I make observations on flight model, you know, like, oh, this feels really interesting, really sensitive on pitch, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. But that could be real for the actual aircraft. There's a pretty decent KITH scenery. Oh, really? Ooh. I don't know. I love flying the CRJ now, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like people aren't interested in watching it as much. The last few times I've streamed the CRJ, it's not done to, not that I pay absolute attention to all of my stats and nothing else, but I want to make sure I'm streaming stuff that you guys are enjoying watching. And I worry that with the CRJ, people don't enjoy it as much. Are you, Minecraft Slayer? Are you now? How often are you live? I'm usually live 4 days a week, every week, Airside Horizon. I used to stream full-time. And I was a full-time streamer and content creator for 7 or so years. However, I now work as one of the community managers for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I do an 8-hour work day working for MSFS, and then I come on live stream in the evening and stream MSFS. So all I do is MSFS. That's all my life involves. But yeah, I'm live normally Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. It's all feeling. It's hard to say how it flies, but get it close enough. In the next flight model update, all default yoke and rudder now. It's great. Oh, I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. Stein on YouTube asks, do you need to determine top of descent yourself, or does the airplane handle it for you? In advanced aircraft like this, it will handle it for you as long as you've input your flight plan correctly. Yeah. You're not the only... Ian hates it too. Yeah, Ian really doesn't like the CRJ, does he? I was watching him the other day, and he was saying, like, I just don't like the CRJ. Yeah. Yeah. Seekavoos here on the TikTok. Hello, mate. I want to like the CRJ, but for some reason I do the preparation and Alt F for it. Oh, really? Yeah. You guys know me. I love variety, you know. I love that one day we can be flying an A350 with all its modern tech, and then the next day we can be in a 727 doing VOR to VOR or INS navigation, and in completely different parts of the world. It's what gets me excited about simming. If I was to do London Heathrow Phoenix A320 rotations 5 days a week, I would probably have given up years ago. But yeah, I just love doing things. And different variety in the sim. And that goes back to what's so cool about when you get people from the real world aviation industry who then contribute to the sim, because it just enhances that for us. And you learn new things every day. Oh, Ollie, where the hell have you been? I feel like I've not spoken to you in about 5 years. I might be wrong. And no message as well. What's this shenanigans? That's the most boring reason. I love you. Hello, Ollie. Thank you for 25 months. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've not seen your trollish nature in my chat for a little while. Mate, I hope you're well. Thank you for the 25 months. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're alright. Still watching from your CAE Tesla's a bit. Your CAE Tesla? Sorry? Pardon? Right. Well, chat, I think my ETA that I've got at the top of the screen is going to be heavily wrong. Actually, no, it would make sense that it's heavily wrong. What is the time? What time did we take off? Oh, no, we only took off half an hour ago. The flight time should be an hour for this flight. But the aircraft seems to think we're going to do it in about 50 minutes. Hey. Yeah, true when Ollie gives no message. Well, Ollie just likes to troll me sometimes. So, you know, you gotta throw it back. Did I put the seatbelt signs on early? I did. Fine. Good. Oh, you've been to Malta on holiday. All right, okay, forgiven. I guess we'll forgive you for going on holiday. I guess we'll forgive you. Tesla plane. Rev, Ollie, are you drunk? Your spelling is absolutely atrocious. Or does your Tesla car that you're typing on not have any sort of like autocorrect? Miku's here as well. Hello, Miku. How are you, mate? When is he not drunk? Oh, really? Oh, I didn't pin Ollie as one of them. Who is Ben? Twitch on Tesla is painfully laggy. Unlike actually applying like power to the aircraft. I've only ever been in a Tesla twice. Once was Gary's Tesla from Simfest. And yeah, just instant power. It was quite scary. And then the other time was in Reno. And there was definitely more than 5 people in the car at once. No, it wasn't the one I fell out of. I don't know what type of car it was that I fell out of and broke my arm. That was in Houston, not in Reno. Yeah. Oh, nice, Ikavu. You can't see what you're typing on the Tesla. The keyboard covers up the text box. Sounds like you should return the car, mate. Although you wouldn't get much money back for it now with the stock price, I don't think. No, it's good to see you, Ollie. I hope you're having a nice time, mate. I hope you're having an enjoyable holiday. You can see not much has changed here. We're still just as idiotic. Ollie, I'm guessing you've rented a Tesla and you've not driven one all the way to Malta. Chat, how many times do you reckon you would need to charge Tesla to drive from England to Malta? 80? Oh, you're not in Malta anymore. You're back from Malta. Okay, right. Well, did you have a nice time previously in Malta? You're in Aylesbury eating McDonald's. That is a lot less glamorous than Malta. How far the mighty have fallen. From Malta on holiday to eating a McDonald's in Aylesbury. Sorry to hear that. You'd need to use boat mode. No. Well, is there a ton? Is there like? Surely there's like a ferry where you can get across from Italy to Malta. Surely. You could drive to. Wait, how did Ian pronounce it earlier on? Catania. Yeah, you could probably get a ferry from Catania to Malta. You're in Funchal next week. Oh, jealous. I'm not going to be going anywhere abroad this year, chat. Anywhere at all. I'm very sad. You folks know me. I love nothing more than getting on a plane and visiting somewhere new. I'm very sad. Yeah, it was Catania. Catania. Is that Charleston Gaming Prospect? Can't wait to get a diversion and end up in Tenerife. Well, no, you wouldn't go to Tenerife, would you? You'd go to Porto Santo. Is it Porto Santo? Is that the one near Funchal? I don't know. Something like that, isn't it? Yes, okay, cool. I thought you had tickets to the Tokyo Star Wars thing. So me and Becca got tickets for the actual event itself, which were really cheap. But hotel and plane tickets and everything else were just so expensive. Way more than we actually really anticipated. And then plus the factor that it's in a country that's got a language very far away from English. And Becca's got a very strict dietary requirements with her celiac disease. So we have to be incredibly careful where we eat. That was another added challenge. Apparently it is possible in Japan, but it's very difficult. And way more importantly, Becca and me, obviously, as you folks know, we've recently got our first house together that we're renting. And so that's quite a big financial, aspect now of our lives, which is great because we love having a place together. But it just, kind of cancelled out any possibilities of going to Tokyo this year, which is a shame. I will be very sad when I'm seeing all the posts and everything from Star Wars Celebration, knowing that I'm not there, but yeah. Yeah, imagine Sim DFW. The trailer looked pretty rubbish. No offense to the person who made it, but it was, it just looked like it was MP3D. Who was that with a follow? Sorry. My Controls. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. If you are just joining us... Oh, actually, we're going to pause the music there, and we need to do predictions. Because we've not got long to go. Prediction. There we go. Right. Predictions are live for the landing, everybody. We have not got far to go. We've only been airborne 39 minutes. Love it. Any stream plan with flights for the NATO summit? Probably not, mate. Probably not. Oh, who's that? JBS, thank you for the autopilot disconnect cheer. Nice try, Sonny Jim. Nice try, Sonny Jim. Dude, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the cheer. I still need to make some new ones of those, don't I? I really do. Matt, now that Ollie is here, it reminded me of what we planned. Would you be so kind and check what I wrote in the group chat after the stream, please? Oh, was it to do with the date? Yes, do it. Me and Becca, it'll be super easy for us, Michael. We're like only an hour or so away. If it's about the date, then yes, let's just go with it. I think now that date has kind of just been like put in the books, like I don't think it's going to change. Yeah. So let's just go for it. I will at least make sure that I am free for it. 110%, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously we'll have to make sure that we've got care for Becca's girls and stuff, but yeah, flight's ready. Yeah, no, just book it. Just do it, mate. I will make sure that we can get something sorted for it. That was the date that we'd all originally set free anyway, so yeah. Sorry, mate, I did see it the other day, but I was taking some time just away from everything, and I just forgot to respond. I apologise. Cool. I wonder how many hardcore nerds have tried to route themselves on an ANA Star Wars jet. Well, I wonder if ANA will do anything for it with that, actually. It's a good point. Yeah. Now, if you have to avoid soy in Japan, good luck. Well, that's it. A lot of soy sauce has gluten in it. So, yeah. We'd really struggle. Bring the girls along. We booked for a kids' soft play area for Kenko. Oh, God's sake. Oh, for the love of God. Why would it not surprise me if that was actually true? Oh dear, poor Ian. You're terrible, you really are. You really are. Definitely need some MD sound. Yeah, we need some more. Yeah, I want some bitchin' Betty sound alerts. Bless you. I did a long haul in from Dublin to MSP and ended up with 2,400 kilos left and ended up with dual engine fail. Oh. So the engine... Wait, so fuel burn is absolutely terrible. In what aircraft? Chat, I'm just going to open the speed window up just to increase the N1. Because at the moment it's struggling to maintain 240 knots. Right, let's go down to 5,000. And then we'll go and double check the weather one last time. So the QNH is still 1011. Weather's not changed. It's blooming hot down there still. So there's QNH 1011. Actually, I'll tell you what. We can just say that we're going to clear ourselves for the approach and put this down to 1,000 feet. Let's do that. Oh, the default A330. Oh, interesting. Right, there we go. On a serious note, are the girls taller than Ian yet? It wouldn't surprise me if Becca's eldest isn't that far off. Ian is 5'4". Actually, I don't know. Wait, let me 2 seconds. I can actually find out. So on the like door frame into my studio, we've done like, you know, where as you get taller, you do the height, like you mark on the wall how tall you've got. We've done that with Becca's girls, but I don't know exactly what the height is. Yeah. I believe there's still an issue with the Dash 200 not taking fuel from the elevator tank. So have a look to see if that's reported on our forums, because if it's not, I will make sure that that is feedback logged tomorrow for the team to investigate. Yeah, take a look. In Dusseldorf yesterday, I got warned for saying Danke to tower in Dusseldorf by a British pilot. No surprise there is against the code of conduct. What? You got warned? Who warned you for saying Danke? I'm a VATSIM supervisor, and I've never heard of anybody getting reprimanded for trying to say thank you in somebody's local language, even if it's not your native language. I don't know, maybe that's a cultural thing, but yeah, I've never had an issue saying it to a German air traffic controller on VATSIM. Mr. Jazz, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Are there any special rules on VATSIM for things like blimps, gliders, and hot air balloons? There might well be. I don't specifically remember them off the top of my head because it's not often you'll have them, but yeah. Pilot Pro, hello. Mr. Jazz, hello. Aaron, hello. Goodness gracious. As I'm new to this world, what's the best flight simulator to download? So there's either Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 or Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. If you're brand new, I would definitely recommend Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 because it's got things like career mode in it, which lots of new simmers really enjoy doing. And then on top of that, you've got, it's a much smaller download size and things as well. So yeah, I'd recommend MSFS 2024. Right, I'm going to go flaps 1. I always say Moin if I'm not in Germany. Yeah, I don't know. Weird, isn't it? Okay, so how are we looking on the VNAV profile? So Foxtrot November 364, we've got to be at or above 3,500 feet. It looks like we've got a chance of getting final approach course and glide path. So we might actually be able to arm approach. We've got 15 miles to run. So we're going to start to bring that speed back because I don't want to get caught too much. Flap 5 speed limit is 250. So I'm going to select flaps 5 now. Just to add that extra drag in. We will be in the yellow band, but it's fine. British Airways pilot reported me to VATSIM because I said Danke and bye in German, and he said PM me saying you must always speak English as per the code of conduct. He's an absolute idiot then. There you go. As a supervisor on the network myself, I can tell you that he was speaking absolute complete and utter rubbish. You could have reported him to VATSIM, quite frankly. For just being, well, not very respectful to you with that kind of a comment. Yeah, there we go. Final approach course. Lovely. Harassment. Well, yeah, maybe that's a bit far, but it's not a very nice message, is it? What's going on with the terrain up ahead? Is it weird? Okay, right. So, I'll tell you what we'll do is if we go into... Oh, I can't go into vertical speed, can I? Actually, what we'll do then is we'll go altitude. We have out at 3,000. There's glide path. So, go around altitude's 5,000. Oh, we've actually still got ages to go, so let's get the speed up. I don't know what's going on with the terrain over there. There's the runway. Don't think I've ever seen that before. Cool, so we're flat 5. Established on the final approach course and the glide path. Let's pause the alerts. Ready for the landing. Would you buy the A350 or the 737 MAX first? Oh, that's such a difficult question. Me personally, probably the A350, but yeah. Chat, I don't know what's going on with this terrain. Right, get down. Flaps 15. So it's 133, so 138 the app. The trim wheel is going wild. Typical mountain cliffside. I've literally never seen it before. Never had it. Right, how do I arm this sucker then? There we go, speed brake armed. There we go, now it's starting to load in a bit. Yeah, I've literally never seen it. It was fine earlier when I loaded into it. God, look at that, like, cliff face before the runway. Holy moly. Right, flaps 40. 138 goes in. And then we'll take out control. Right, take out autopilot. Here we go then, chat. Wish me luck. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the terrain. Weird, isn't it?
Approaching minimums.
Wind's swinging around a bit. Speed's looking nice and stable.
1,000 minimums.
Checked. Stable. Continue approach. Ooh, it's going all sorts of weird. Hopefully once we're actually on the, like, like on the island, I guess it will sort itself out. Still one heck of an approach. Right, speed's looking good. Still got that crosswind factor coming into play a little bit. God, that runway is not very long, is it? And there is a lot of trees there. Holy crap.
400. 300.
Terrain.
200.
Speed's good.
100.
Skim over the
50,
trees.
40. 30. 20. 10.
Come on. Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. Well, that was fun. What an approach. Okay, manual brakes. 60 knots forward idle. A little bit of a float, but we still got plenty of room with how slow the approach was and with auto brake 3 in. Try and keep the speed up as late as we can before we need to make the turn. Okay, Fernando, or SBFN traffic, goal 1139. We're just beginning the backtrack, runway 30. We'll report when we're off the runway. Swinging around as quick as we can. Bit of differential thrust. Oh, God! Nothing to see there. I'm just going to try and get off the runway relatively quick because, oh, there's traffic. This is why I said we should be on the other runway. They're at 900 feet. There's no way they're going to have to go around. There's no way they're at 800 feet. I've tried to get in as quick as I can. Yeah, we'll have to come here in 2024. They overtook on the descent. Don't know why. Oh, well, hopefully they're not going to land on top of me. Why did they overtake in the flight? Weird. Right, let's just clean up whilst we're here. Actually, no, I'll leave that on. Get the APU started because it's hot. Where is the apron? There they are. They're going around just off here to the left.
Traffic, goal 1141, 6 mile, final runway 12.
Yeah, see, if they'd stuck in order, then they would have been fine. But for some reason, they've shot past Mac at a great rate of knots. Because Mac was the aircraft to depart behind me. And look, he's at 6 miles and we're just about to vacate. So that's worked perfectly for the spacing with him. Here's the apron. What an approach that was. That was incredible. Fernando Den Chrono, or however you pronounce it, apologies. Traffic, goal 1139, vacating runway 30. Brilliant, great pronunciation, Matt. Well done. Well done. Right, okay, where are we going? We'll go on stand 2, actually, I guess, just to get ourselves a little bit out the way. Actually, no, we'll go down to the end on stand 3, I think. And then that's easy for them to... So then they can just park up to the left. Right. Well, what an approach. That was good fun. We are going to be flying back, as I say, folks. We are going to be flying back. Where the hell is the marker? Where the heck do we park? How does this work? What in the world? This might even be a GSX reposition to stand job. I'm just going to aim somewhere in this vicinity and try and not take out the stairs. And stop. There we go. That'll do. Perfect. Absolutely spot on. What the hell else am I meant to do there? Right. Okay. So, APU is onto the buses. So we got 2 blue, 1 red. Engines are DEAD. Oh, there's Mac. So he's on the rollout. Yeah, welcome down, everybody. See, look, now the terrain and everything looks great. There was just something about the approach where it looked a bit weird. I don't know why. I kind of want to see if GSX will work from here, to be honest. There we go. Get some air conditioning going for the passengers. That was very good fun. I enjoyed that. So systems page. Go and connect a bit of that. I'm going to leave the APU on, I think. So what we'll do is we'll go and set the GPU in place. But then we'll literally just leave it like this so that the APU can still provide air conditioning, I think. No, Honda Jet, I think you still have to load it manually in this aircraft, which sucks, but it's not the end of the world. Right, we'll just clean up everywhere else. And there we go, we've made it down. 52-minute flight time. Welcome to Fernando de Noronha. Welcome, welcome. We can go and try and have a walk around. So yeah, this is free World Update 19 scenery. So if you're an MSFS 2020 or 2024, you can install this airport completely for free and give that very approach a go. That looks so cool. Where's this beach? I've been told there's like a secluded beach. Is it there? Or is it one of the other ones? Over there? Or this one? What a cool island, right? Right, there is Mac, who is backtracking. And we will go and get GS memes. Will it work? Uh-oh. Oh no, chat. Wait. Will GSX work? You ready? Oh. Nothing to see here. Yeah, that's it. I've got a default GSX profile, so that was the best we could do, really, I think. I don't think it's killed the aircraft doing that, has it? No. Looks like it's fine. No, Private Pooper. That was on very old A320s when they had, like, a spurious ECAM memo that was causing that. But yeah, freeware scenery. Look at this. Embark, disembark. Got some tractors around. Got some plastic chairs. A single very battered cargo loader. Oh, look at this. Solar power. Little fire station. This is a really nice little scenery, isn't it? Look at all the ground clutter as well. Heck yeah. This is the kind of stuff I love when it comes to sceneries. Custom ground markings. Yeah, it's all free. All free with the world update. It seems they've got very uniformed car choice here on the island. Azul Cargo Express. Gol Log. This is awesome. Oh, look, we've got a sign here. Yeah, lovely little scenery. And it can be yours completely for free. Look, we've even got a little cafe. Heck yeah. Oh, I'm really glad we've flown here. Really glad we've flown here. Right, there's Mac. Parked up on stand number 2. Beautiful. I don't know about the other aircraft and what's happened to them. I'm not too sure at the moment. Lovely. Right, let's go and have a look then at Valanta, shall we? It was a little bit of a float, but I don't think it was too bad, actually. I think we just about caught it. So, there was our departure. Stunning departure out of Recife. And then a nice straight line all the way across until we join the approach path for the RMP runway 12. Ah, no, look. It was all right, I think. Oh, the map's gone a bit weird, but that landing rate looked all right. The area that we landed in looked all right. The landing rate, hey, nice. A 113. I thought we were going to absolutely slam it with that short runway. But a 113 landing rate. Wow, lots. Oh, people are going to be getting points. 209,000 points voted by 8 people with 66% of the vote said that we were going to be over 250 FPM. 109,000 points by 12 people, but only 34% of the total said that we weren't going to slam it. So, those 12 people who said we weren't going to go over 250 FPM were again correct. There you go. Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Yeah, there you go. So, flight time 51 minutes, 113 landing rate, 0.97 G-force, 1 hour, 5 minute block. That was very good fun. I enjoyed that. Right, let's go and get ourselves prepped for the return. I won't go to the intermission screen. We'll leave us in this view and we'll just put a bit of music on. And we'll go and get ourselves rocking and rolling for the return. So we are 1138 for the way back. And then if I do this, a little bit of magic, it should update it on the overlay for you all. It's almost like I prepare all of that before I start the stream, isn't it? Turn 4,000 into 11.8k. Nice. Yeah, it'd be a cool flight to do in the ATR, this. So SBFN to SBRF. Now, we'll still use the same runways. So what's the time? It's 18... So let's say 18:45 for departure. GLO 1138. And what do they use for the cruise? They only went to 28,000. Yeah, I don't know. 12 and 18. That's correct. It'd be interesting to see what altitude it gives us. Because we got to 35,000 on the first flight. $57-minute flight time, 32,000 feet. Fine. That works for me. Cool. So we will pre-file that on that sim. And that's going to load itself for us. And then we'll go and get it into Valanta as well. Plan a flight. Add a flight plan. So SBFN to SBRF. That's correct. That's what we want. Oh my god. I love it when Valanta does that. What in the world? Okay, we'll need to make sure the actual aircraft doesn't do that. And then we should be good. Right, I'm just going to check a message chat. Right. Do you want to deboard the crew? No, we do not. Is there anything else we need to do then? I think... Oh, gosh, sorry. I think we're good to go, actually. I think we're good to go. So, I'm just going to put that into a different view. And then we'll turn that down there. I'm still squawking mode Charlie, apparently, as well. Switch that. Darren, hey, how you doing, buddy? There we go, we'll turn that on. Right, I think all the passengers and everybody is already deboarded by the looks of it. Don't know what's going on with the thingy there, but hey, not much I can do about that. So let's go back to payload and performance, and we'll go and get everything in for the second flight. Go and fetch the new flight plan. Here comes the LATAM. Oh, are they just coming in? I can hear them. Oh, here they come. Evening, Gorminator. Hello, mate. Do you? Yeah, I'm using Chase Plane in MSFS 2020. Nice. There they go. Lovely. Down safely as well. Well, at least they did the correct thing by going around when they needed to. And it looks like they're in safely. So, flight plan for the way back. So we've got 178 passengers and 3.6 tons of cargo. So we're going to be quite a bit heavier for this one. So 178. And then 1.8 in each will do, I guess. So that's going to give us a zero fuel weight of 64.4. Yeah, that works just about. So we'll set the payload. And then the fuel is going to be 5,700. Well, we'll go 5,800. More cargo in the front than the back. Yeah, I guess we could do that, couldn't we? I can't be bothered. We'll leave it now. And then we'll go and ask GSX to do boarding. Get the pushback tug there just so that it's out the way of everything else. Hey, Ting, 52 months. Goodness gracious. 1900 forward and 1700 aft. Oh, I'm not going to make a change just for 100 each. Doesn't make too much of a difference, does it? Mate, thank you. Ting, 52 months. Good to see you, buddy. We are just getting prepped for the return flight of today's stream. Doing some Gol Max flying around Brazil today. Yeah, the iFly is brilliant. I love it as well.
Departure checks completed. Bypass being inserted.
Right, good. Route 1 uplink is ready. Load. Load it in. Oh, thank you again, Ting. I appreciate you, buddy. Hope you are good. Right, so that's the routing. So we're going to go out again on runway 12. And the flight number is GLO 1138. So we're routing out via Tomek today. So it's going to be a Tomek 1 Bravo. And then we're arriving in via Ubrut. So we'll go ILS Zulu 18 on an... Oh, what's the arrival going to be? Oh, let me actually unload this and get the new flight in. An IBDEM 1 Alpha via Ubrut to Andox. And I think that's just going to take us straight in. Yeah. Oh, actually, ILS Whiskey goes from Andox. Let's do that. So, if we deselect, if we erase that, we go ILS Whiskey 1 Dex via Andox, Ibdem 1 Alpha via Ubrut. Execute. And then that should be the routing all linked up. Nice and easy. Right, 0 fuel weight, cost index. Cruising altitude is 320. Isolation pack up. Yeah, I know how to do isolation pack up. I know how to do it. They're not. I will do it. Reserves are 2.2. Cruise winds are 0.94 at 4. So not strong winds today. ISA deviation is plus 16. Wow. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. That is correct. Hey, Sachets. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, mate. We're just doing a nice quick setup on today's flight. 5,000 feet will work perfect for the initial climb. We've already got the runway heading in. So that's great. And load in the winds. Cruise wind for flight level 320. That's uplinked. And then we'll do the descent winds as well. And get everything rocking and rolling. Shouldn't take us too long to get ourselves ready to go again. Load. Okay, so gross weight is 70.2 for takeoff weight. So let's copy the FMC data. So SBFN runway 12, it's dry. I don't think we should do TO, shouldn't we? Air conditioning on, anti-ice off. What's it going to give us? It's not going to like that. What about flap 10? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Hey, Sachets! With the 2-month sub, thank you! Oh no, chat. We might have an issue. Bit busy, lots of drop. Mate, I hope you're doing well. Thank you very, 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 very much for the 2-month sub. Welcome back. Well, I hope you're all well, mate. Oh no. Shit. Oh no. Oh, and then Sashay's gifting us up to Darrow. Hey, what a legend. Yeah, we're gonna have to leave some people behind. We're gonna have to leave some people behind. Oh no. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to just lower this, aren't we? I think. Let's kick loads of people off. And see if that will give us something. Oh no. Mate, Sachets, that's really kind of you. Not only coming in with a resub yourself, but gifting a sub as well. That's huge, dude. Thank you. Oh my god. Chat! Are we even going to be able to do this? Surely. That's like literally take nothing. What? We've got a takeoff weight of only 63 tons. To show 64 tons. Turn air conditioning off. I don't think that's gonna help. No. And then Sasha's with another one to see Zendler. What a beauty. Thank you very much. Cheers, cheers, cheers for these. They go a long way. Thank you for such a very generous offering. Resubbing for 2 months yourself and then gifting 2 subs. Thank you. We're just trying to work out if we can actually... Ah! Right, okay. Let's see now if we can get something else with basically nobody on board. Okay, well, we can do that. with literally a takeoff weight of 59.3. I mean, that is nothing. You didn't get the world update. No worries. Should we see if we can just take a few more? Let's see if we can go at least, you know, like triple figures. Yes, right. We'll do that. That's fine. Let's not spend all day doing this. Goodness me. Okay, so we're going with TO with a selected temp of 35. Climb 1. Flaps 5. CG's there. Oh, and then we actually need to go back now because our zero fuel weight is now 61.5. So we've lost 3 tons. No, we've lost way more than that. No, our zero fuel weight is not that. Our zero fuel weight is 55.7. Oh my god, we've basically kicked everybody off the flight. We've basically kicked everybody off. I didn't even think about that. So now the speeds are... yeah, complete on there. Yeah, so the speeds are 129, 131, and 143. That's so funny. That is so funny. I don't really know what to say about that. Right, okay. A very changing load sheet. Right, let's get ready to go again, chat. We're not going to waste any time. We'll get ourselves in the air nice and quickly again, yeah? Get this show on the road again. We're going to have to disappear quickly because we're going to leave loads of passengers who are probably going to want to come at us and attack us behind. That's so funny. Right. So... how are we looking on here? Nose to the right we want. So, beacon can go on. Transponder can go on. We'll go and switch the screens across and get engine over on my display. And yeah, then we're ready to go. I just want to make sure the trim's correct. Cool. Fernando de Noronha traffic, goal 1138, stand number 3, push and start nose facing to the right. That was so... yeah, there's literally going to be like loads of people just stood swearing at me in the terminal, I think. Right, I've got no idea what this pushback is going to be like. So, packs off for engine start. When we're doing the first engine, we'll do ignition switch to the right, and we'll start engine number 2. Mac, if my aircraft goes straight through your tail, I very much apologise. Oh, really, cans? Ooh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell GSX to stop here, I think. There we go. That's probably a safe bet, isn't it? Yeah, we can make that turn. Gonna tell me to set the parking brake? Ah, there we go. Right, parking brakes are set. There we go. We can put in the fuel for number 2. $600 Brazilian reals. That flight cost them just to be told they can't board. Ah, it's fine. Well, they could get on Max flight or Yoda's flight. You forget that there's 2 other aircraft here, so they can just go with them. Job done. Right, so again, waiting for the EGT line to go, and then we put the right pack to auto, isolation valve gets closed, and then we can still start engine number 1 and have enough bleed air for that, but we can then also have some air conditioning for the passengers when it's so hot. They don't want the later departure, they may miss their connection. Ah, they're going to be right behind us. Right, GS Memes has actually done a relatively good job, so thank you. Gotta love GSX driving over the grass, I know, right? Okay, there we go. Just want to make sure that is... Yeah, I think that's... Whoa, what in the world? Is he? He landed. How is he already turning around the aircraft? And where's he going? He landed about 10 minutes. Well, almost 10 minutes after I did. That's impressive. GSX Memes. It's a good emote.
Went the wrong way.
He went the wrong way. Right, again, waiting for the red EGT light to go. There it is. So, APU off the buses. Start switch is continuous. Probes on. Packs to auto. Oh, that's already on auto, of course. Isolation valve to auto. APU bleed off. Flaps. Go to 5. It was flap 5 for takeoff performance, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah. Switch that across there, and that can go. Right. SBFN traffic goal 1138, taxiing holding point for runway 12. I'm not even going to say the name of the airport anymore. I suck at it. Right, hopefully they're going to rock and roll so that we can line up. Goal 1138, backtracking, lining up runway 12. Interesting, we've got the wet runway textures. Off they go. That was the quickest turnaround I think I've ever seen in my life. Considering they landed after me and I wasn't exactly slow on the turnaround. Kieran, how you doing, buddy? Hope you are doing good, mate. Yeah, since these flights can only have about 10 passengers, boarding is quick. That's it. Make sure our TCAS is on, and then we'll give it another moment. What camera mod do you use? That's Chase Plane, or MSFS 2020. Oh. Oh, hello. That'll do. Just trying to set up some views. Right. Yeah, we're in MSFS 2020. So we will pause the alert. We'll get some lights on. So that's all set. We'll just double check everything, make sure that we're good to go. Do you have all your mods installed? No, I just have the ones that I use. That's all good to go there. Goal 1138 departing runway 12 on the Tomic departure. Terrible call, but there's only a couple of people here and they're all on the stream. Okay, here we go. So we're going to hold on to the toe brakes. Use Rex add-ons? No. Toga. Okay, thrust set. 80 knots. There we go. We're bouncing a bit more now. That's a bit better. Crosswind from the right. V1. Rotate. Woo! Hello, that's not me. Goodness me. Hello. Positive rate. Gear up. That looks so good. I don't know why the aircraft almost veered off there. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we've got to climb to 2,000 feet, which at this climb rate we're going to do in no time, and then we make the turn. Flaps one. I'm going to be really boring and put the autopilot in so we can look at the views. Actually, a bit of weather coming around. Flaps up. That looks beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, a bit of weather coming in by the looks of things, actually, that we might be avoiding. Don't think the weather radar works, unfortunately. Okay, we'll continue ourselves up to cruise. Auto brake can go off. We'll go and set standard. Engine start switches off. Lights off. Go and get the heading going as well. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there with that on the departure. I put a bit of crosswind. I put a bit of right elevator in, or right aileron in with the crosswind. Sorry. Gosh, the weather's really starting to cloud over, isn't it? It wasn't like this on the approach. I think we've timed it well to get out of there before all of this moves into the area. Yeah, it just kind of drifted off. It's weird. Love this sim. Yeah, it looks. I love it when you just break through an overcast layer of cloud. Look at that. Oh, wow. That looks insane.
Ammonia traffic, goal 8330, taking off 12 with Tomic 1 Bravo departure.
Cool. Okay, lights off. Through 10. And then off we go. Do I use reshade? No, I hate reshade. Reshade sucks. No, this is actually your default. I don't even use any NVIDIA filters anymore, even for MSFS 2020. This is literally all just default. Okay, right. We're looking nice and settled then. Winds aren't that bad, so we'll take the seatbelt signs off. And we'll go and put the music on. And enjoy the climb out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do you have any idea why your MSFS 2020 is stuck on checking for updates? No, mate, I don't. What about Rex Atmos? No, don't bother with any of that stuff, to be honest with you, mate. No, nothing at all. You don't need it. You really don't. You do not need it, in my opinion. So the flight time on this one, what did the flight plan say again? I think it said it was only about an hour again on the way back, didn't it? 57 minutes. So that's about, 53 minutes or so then from now. So when's that going to be? About 90. Well, that's just 1933. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we'll say about 1935. UTC. There we go. 1935 for the UTC. You're giving your official endorsement to try the TFDI MD-11 in 2024. Yeah, are you on Sim Update 2 Beta though? I'm not on Sim Update 2 Beta. Yeah, ARPC. I just don't even think you need it. I only put a few little bits and bobs in NVIDIA filters for 2020. And I don't even have that anymore, and I'm quite happy with it. I'm trying Sim Update 1 later. Oh, no, don't worry if it's a faff. Was bored tonight, so did GVA, Charles got FCO, CG. Oh my god, Speedbird 85. We almost did GVA today. The other option for today's stream was Geneva, and we're probably going to be doing Geneva on Thursday's stream. So as normal, there's no live stream tomorrow on a Wednesday. But yeah, the next live stream will probably be Geneva. Right, chat, I actually really need to go and have a pee. So I am just going to go and be right back. I shouldn't be too long. So I'll leave you with cinematic view as we head up to cruise. And I'll be back in just a few minutes, right? Okie dokie. How is the flight going? How is the flight going? We're actually going to need to get stuff programmed in for the approach pretty darn quickly. Because it is not long to go till top of the drop. Top of the drop. Nice England, Chewy. Top of the drop. So let's have a look at the ILS then. Actually, it should show us. So course of 183 and 110 decimal 3. 1103 and 183. One 183 into there. And then the frequency is 110 decimal 3. So we change the mode to ILS. 110 decimal 3. Same over here. 110 decimal 3. And then we'll do a flap 30 for this one. So we are going to lose 1.1 tons. So we're going to be 59.3. So flap 30, 135 then. And auto brake 2. Bog standard, auto brake 2. Never do auto brake 1 in the 7.3. Minima is 227. Oh, can I reset that? Hello, Becca, darling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, 2 off. 2 off. I got unlucky there. 227. Airport elevation should already be set, which it is. And then we're going to have a look, see how the weather's doing at Recife. 150 degrees, 13 knots. QNH is 1011. Is that right? 1011? Did I read that right? Yeah, 1011. Good. There we go. So top of descent is only in what, about 19 minutes. What do you use to check the weather? So I'm using, this is a software called Flow, which is available for MSFS 2020 on PC. And there's a plugin that you can download where it does like a search for a METAR. So it's like a search bar. It's very good. So we've got Baro Minima 227, QNH 1011, auto brake 2, landing elevation in, flap 30 135, and the approach is in. So the approach that we're going to do is the upward transition for the IBDEM 1 Alpha arrival. So restrictions, we should have IBDEM at or above flight level 110. Romeo Foxtrot 016 between flight level 100 and flight level 90. And then that takes us to Andox at or above 3,000 feet. And then we can get the glide at the very latest of ACTOP at 1,700. Go around is 3,000 today, so we'll aim to get the glide slope by then. 3-degree glide path. So that's nice and easy peasy. Bog standard ILS then. And then, yeah, we're landing runway 18. So we'll aim to vacate at Foxtrot and just go straight in on the 8. Oh, actually, no. We're going to the left. So we'll see if we can vacate Bravo. If not, we'll roll out and vacate Lima. And then just go straight in on stand. Are we fortnighting or COD tonight? I don't know. We might play a bit of COD. I'm not too sure. Not too sure, actually. Didn't we have this song earlier? I swear we did. I swear we had that song earlier. Good. So there you go. Our quick little briefing for the arrival. Easy peasy, chat. Easy peasy. 2 seconds, chat. Right. Cool. Sorry, chat. Just got a few things. There we are. Lovely. I think this has been a really fun rotation so far. That arrival into SBFN was absolutely beautiful. It really was. Ah, Grizzle. Good evening, mate. You all right? Hello, hello. How are you? How are we doing with spacing? Okay, we got about 20 miles of the aircraft in front. That should be fine. How are you, mate? I need to check what speeds they're doing. They're at 468. We're at 446. Mac is at 441. I feel like we're pretty darn slow. I don't know what max speed they're doing. We're only at Mach 0.74. I wonder if I could get away with something a little bit more than that. Let's do 0.76/270 in the descent. And hopefully we'll still keep the spacing. Chewy's back! We're here! Hello! And we were here yesterday. And we'll be here on Thursday. And probably Friday as well. Hello, hello. Doing grand, just had dinner and being lazy on the couch. Nice. What did you have for dinner today? We had Cajun chicken with new potatoes. Well, they were slightly like roasted potatoes, actually. They were lovely. And veg. It's very nice indeed. Very nice. And now we're chilling with some 737 MAX ops. We've only got about 10 minutes or so again until top of descent on our second flight. We've only been airborne 17 minutes. I do enjoy these short, like 1 hour rotations either way. They are good fun. Especially an aircraft like the MAX. Couldn't be bothered to cook tonight. Tossed a pepperoni pizza in the oven. Yeah, don't blame you. Anti-faff it, mate. Anti-faff it. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Right. Saw them live. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, we got some good songs on today, actually. I'm trying to like add more variety in with the playlists on stream, which isn't necessarily easy. But yeah. I do think like we could get some good songs. And then when people chuck in a few good song requests as well, it works. We need some punk. Don't know if people would want to listen to that though. I feel like everybody would leave if I played punk. Maybe I need to find out what Ian and Jamie play on their streams, like the cool kids streams. See if I can match their vibes. Here we go, here we go. I'll pass on punk. Does Green Day count as punk? I don't know. Does Green Day pass as punk? Taylor Swift. No, banned. Never. Never, never, never. Pop punk, do you reckon? Hey, Jetfire, good evening. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're well, matey. No, it's not a good question. Hey, it's a 27-monther. Jetfire dropping the 2 years and then a 3-month sub on top. Thank you. Bit of jazz. That would send everybody to sleep though, wouldn't it? Thank you so much, Jetfire. Still going strong with a 27-month sub. I think I need to update the sub goal, actually, don't I? You guys have been amazing. I appreciate that a lot. I know it's obviously nowhere near... Actually, no, it's already updated itself. It's hugely appreciated, the amount of subs that we've still got on the channel, considering the fact that I'm not as live 5 days a week, all day, multiple times a day like we used to do. So thank you, friends, so much. Just got back from work, cooking whilst watching you. Nice. What are you cooking? What are you cooking? Love me some soft jazz for those night flights. Yeah, but I think it would just put everybody to sleep here. Yeah. Vampire Weekend, yeah, there it is. Not quite the same, is it? Not quite the same. Chicken palm thing going. Nice. Easy meal prep for work as well. Yeah, anti-faff. Anti-faff it. So what's max speed? Actually, we need to speed up more, I think, because Mach is... Well, we've only got 28 miles on the aircraft ahead of us, but Mach is about 20 knots faster than us right now. All right, well, let's push it a little bit then. So if we go 0.77, and then we'll do 77/275 in the descent. I don't think it's going to make much difference, but I think it puts us at least on par with the aircraft ahead of us. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. Oh, I haven't heard this song for a while. This is a perfect song for a day. God. Yeah, I haven't heard this one in a while. A very fitting song indeed. Who requested this? Oh, it was Cans. Nice. Love it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. No Rio today though? No, not today. Although I think CD... Oh, I know, that's on... on Friday's stream. CD's doing Rio on the community fly-in. Stream on Thursday, we're most likely going to Figari, which is an airport in Corsica area that I've never flown to, that I've always wanted to fly to. So it'll probably be like an EasyJet or a Volaterra rotation in and out of Figari, I would have thought. Or maybe one longer flight into Figari. I'll see what I'm in the mood for. Perfect. Right, we're set up for the approach then, chat. Nothing much really to brief here. We know what we've got planned. Approach is set up in the aircraft. Just got to remember to vacate to the left. And hopefully we'll have a nice smooth arrival in. We'll keep an eye out on our spacing as well. But hopefully we should be fine. Enable BTV, I know, right? It's always weird when you go back into the A350 after a little bit of time away from it, because you're like, oh gosh, yeah, we've got to set up BTV. But then you go into other aircraft and you're like, oh yeah, I don't have to. There we go, a bit of Green Day. A bit of Green Day. I don't mind a bit of Green Day every now and again. I don't really listen to them out of choice much, but yeah. Betty Wap and Chris Brown, nah. Ian plays more throwbacks and Grubsall plays lo-fi EDM. I am like the indie streamer. Like, all the playlists that I play on stream are like indie bangers. Yeah, like, if I look at my playlist recently played, Happy Coffee House Mix, UK Indie Bangers, and Summer Indie. Yeah. Weirdly enough, it's not actually that... I don't actually listen to that kind of music much myself. It's just, it's kind of like stuff that I'm happy to listen to on stream over other things. If I listen to stuff on stream, the stuff that I normally listen to, well, I mean, there are some times when I do like a little, kind of like a little bit of funk and stuff. Lake Street Drive, Couch, Snarky Puppy every now and again, that kind of stuff. Yeah, not enough Iron Maiden. But I mean, like, you know, if I was listening to stuff that I listen to on the regular, I've recently discovered Spirit Box and Memorist. But Sleep Token, Architects, recently I've been listening to a lot again, those kind of things. Literally have a mix of all the genres, yeah, from you lot. I mean, I listen to anything from, you know, Tchaikovsky's 8 and 12 Overture to Parkway Drive. And I listen to a lot of musical theatre as well. That's why I don't play most music for people, because it will scare them off. I know some streamers who don't play music at all because they feel that it would then it allows viewers to listen to their own music of choice. But I just feel like the stream would be missing out on so much. I mean, I don't know what it's like for people viewing on TikTok and YouTube who don't get the music. But yeah, oh crap, we need to reset MCP out. Because they don't get the music. So I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but yeah. Right, what was the first restriction? Above flight level 100. You love movie soundtracks. I watched a really great video on YouTube the other day. On the YouTube channel Pianote, Pianote, and it's of a blind pianist called Matthew Whitaker, who did like his own interpretation of the La La Land theme, and oh my god, it was so good. It was honestly amazing. Right, there's top of descent. I like the different genres though, so it doesn't feel like it's the same vibe of street. Yeah, that's it. It's different, isn't it? I'll be honest, I think you can get by without the music. It's something that 90% of the time don't even notice. Yeah, I mean, I don't have it like particularly too loud on the stream and stuff. I don't know if I can show you like, well, what kind of stuff do I listen to? I mean, I listen to all sorts of different things. This is a band I've got into recently. I've played this a couple of times on stream. I really like this band. Don't know if I can... I'll find a contrasting example in a moment. Yeah, this is a band called Lake Street Drive. Oh, of course, you can see it in the bottom right, can't you? But yeah, I kind of like funky stuff, upbeat things in weird time signatures, or just something with a good groove. I like grooves. Most of your songs match the cinematics on stream as well. Yeah. I get what you mean. I don't like when the music seems more front and center than the streamer. Like I'm watching said streamer, not listening to music. I have YouTube music for that. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'd like to think that the volume of the music that I play is like fine with that. You know, like the music's there. And I particularly only play music at, you know, like set times, like when we're cruising, you know, seatbelt signs off kind of thing, stick some music on. And then when we're getting into crunch time and we're, you know, descending for our arrival and we've only got about 10 minutes or so to land, then I turn it off again. So I know, I think like Ian and Jamie have music on whilst they're setting up the CDU and stuff, but I've never done that. Yeah, I've never done that. I only really do it in flight during cruise and stuff. It just helps fill the gap. Fill the gap when we're chilling. Together. I can hear your voice to play in an easy. Some streamers like it blaring, and I'm not for that. Cool, good. Oh, that's good to know that the music is at a good level. Because I can adapt it in my ears, so the volume levels that I hear is different to what you folks hear, which isn't really the best audio setup, but you know, like right now, I don't hear the music at all. So I've completely turned off the music, but then I can have it very loud. You know, with the sim sound, you know, kind of what I hear is what you hear. So the sim's quite low right now, and then I can turn it up quite loud. But yeah, with the music, I can control what I hear in my ears quite differently. Right, let's go for the new Sleep Token song. This is something else. I'm really into this band. Lots of people are. They've gone meteoric with their fame recently. Right, not long to go. Right, how are we looking on the spacing? Yeah, we should be alright, I reckon. Bring that back. We'll do predictions soon. This song's actually got some really good Latino vibes in certain sections of it. Which is nice when we're flying in Brazil. See if I can spot the beat out for it later. Right, how long have we got? 15 minutes. Let's put the seatbelt signs on. And we'll do the predictions as well now. Right, there we go. Predictions are up. Predictions are up. So it's IBDEM at or above flight level 100 that we've got. Fine. Stunning views off the coast. Fallen Angel, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You join us just on our second flight of the day. Bro's going to butter this landing. I can feel it. Do you think? Hope so. Bet you weren't expecting that, were you? This is when my viewer count plummets. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff Chewie listens to off stream. Bit of blast beat, sleep token action. Oh, look at that with the beach. Two is just so unbelievable on drums. Love him. Yeah. Yeah. His hour-long like documentary thing that he did. Well, not documentary, but the offering from Two with Drumeo was just so good. Oh, you went to Deftones. Nice. There you go. Right, we'll turn the music off there for our approach. Can't see anything on TCAS. You're captain tonight. Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you. Again, very good timing for those of you just tuning in. We are less than 15 minutes away now from our approach into Recife in Brazil. We're checking out some of the world update stuff today in the iFly 737 MAX8, which was also recently updated. Right, lovely. Then we've got a restriction at Romeo Foxtrot 016 at or above flight level 9 and then we can set local QNH. Talking of which, let's just double check the weather one last time. So QNH now 1012, winds 140 degrees, 11 knots. So new QNH of 1012, and we've got 50 trap miles through 12,800. So we have got buckets of room in terms of the trap mileage required. Loads of time to play with. Stick to me like right, so flight level 90 is our next restriction. And then once we're past this next waypoint, we can set local QNH and descend all the way down to 3,000 feet for the ILS. Whee! The only thing I'm going to want to keep an eye on is our speed. I can't see anybody on TCAS, which is really bugging me. I can't even see them there where I stick it to below, so the TCAS is not... Ah, no, that's what I want. TARA below, yes. Ah, there we go. Now I can see them. Yeah, let's use just a touch of speed brake because we're probably within about 15 nautical miles of them. It's going to try and slow us down for 240 knots now anyway. Lovely. Right, lights on. God, I love this plane so much. Stick to me like caramel. Right. One to go is checked. And we can go all the way down to 3,000. I'm going to use some speed brake because it's just not slowing us down. A bit slippery, the Max. I think that's accurate for the real world. Come on, slow down. Got loads of room, so we're great with the spacing. I just want to make sure I'm below the 250. Okay, final approach course is 183, so I'm going to stick that in as well. And then the tailwind that we've got now will turn into a crosswind shortly when we make the turn in about 2.5 miles. Cool, so 15 miles in trail. $26 miles through 7,000, that should work. Right, aircraft's going to try and want to slow us down shortly. Flat 1 speed limit is 250 knots, which we're right on the cusp of. We'll try and take flat 1. See if it will slow us down a bit. Starting to get a bit bumpy. Seaford traffic, call 1138, 18 miles for the ILS, straight in, runway 18. Receive it. Still very slippery on the speed. Let's use a bit of speed brake here. Perhaps 5 should help.
Receive traffic. Receive traffic, 109211, 5 miles, runway 18.
Of course, so they're 11 miles ahead. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to set the QNH. Silly boy. There we go. H102. Alright, speed's looking really good now. Ah, hello there. Dragon Scullen. How are you, mate? Long time no see. Hey, buddy. Right, that's our approach. Oh, there we go. VOLO glide slope, going altitude 3000. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Traffic, 9211, 3 miles, or short final runway 18.
And receiver traffic, gold 1138, 12 miles, ILS captured, runway 18. You need a wing FCU, I know, right? It would be very helpful. I don't know if the wing FCU works with other things like the 777 and stuff, though. I don't think it's a worthwhile purchase for me, like, unless I flew, like, multiple different types of aircraft that it's compatible with. Okay then, folks, second landing of the evening. Wish me luck. 10-mile final. Sitting in front of mine now. Does it work with more than just the 7, like the... Well, does it work with the iFly and the PMDG? Does it work with, like, the PMDG 777 and stuff? Not yet. Ah. Yeah. I don't want to wait for it to go into there. Into those. Who was that with the follow? Ricky, thanks so much. I really appreciate that, matey. Thank you very much. Ricky Bobby with the brand new follow. Welcome. PMDG 737 only at the moment. Yeah, not personally, honestly, not really worth it for me then, I don't think, right now. Right, I'm just keeping my speed up for Mac. 7.5 miles. I'll bug flap 5. Get down, flaps 15. There we go. Right, so 160 to 6 and then... Oh, sorry, 160 to 4. I don't think your PC could handle it. You can get it on Xbox if you've got Xbox Series S or Xbox Series S. Oh, these views. Look at that. Beautiful. So it's a 136 VAP. So 14, sorry, VREF. So 141. So let's go flaps 30. 141. Beautiful, beautiful approach. Oh, you got PlayStation. Ah, right. Speed brake arm. Landing gears down. Flaps are 30. Green light. Engine start switches are continuous. Absolutely perfect. There we go. So we've got 3.5 miles through 1,000 feet, and the runway's clear. Okay, here we go. Carbon. Hey, thanks so much for being here, mate. That's really kind of you. Thank you, mate. Hopefully, checked, stable. That spurs us on for a good landing for you. Here we go, everybody. Does anyone try the MAX in 24? I've not actually tried the default one. I'm honest. Ethan on TikTok asks what football team I support. The one that's half an hour into their match against Real Madrid right now. I'm an Arsenal fan. Oh, that's very stuttery. Perfect, good. So max about 9 miles in tow.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue. Touch low on the glide, but it's fine.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverse as normal. Get that centre line back on track. Oh. 70 knots, manual brakes. 60 knots, forward idle. Mama Chewie's watching the football. Yeah, that deserves a chewy butter, I think, that one. That deserves a chewy butter. That was... oh, wow, the flight time was exactly the same on both flights, 51 minutes. That was... yes, well... If only I could land every time like that. Pacific traffic, goal 1138, vacating runway 18. Yeah. Right, where am I going? Stand 11 next to the TAM. Is that stand 11? I can't see GSX. Okay, APU's coming online. Astonishing landing. Oh, thank you, Ethan. That's very kind. Have you ever landed badly? Yeah, of course I have. Of course I have. I feel like stand 11 is over there, not where we are. This is stand 11, but I feel like it's trying to do 11A over there. In fact, I'm positive that it is. Oh, crap. What are we going to do? Can I not change it? GSX is under remote control. Menu will now close. What the hell does that mean? I don't even know what that means. GSX is under remote control. Menu will close now. I've literally never seen that before. Right, okay, well, parking brake's set. For me, that's stand 9. Yeah, I don't know if it's something wrong with the scenery. Oh, well, we'll shut down anyway. We can just put stairs in if we need it. Right, okay, so APU onto the buses. 2 blue, 1 red. iFly's controlling GSX. Ah, okay. Ah, well, it's not the end of the world. Put that on to standby. Anti-collision light off. That can go there. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. GSX just seems to have faffed itself now. It just says GSX is in a remote control, menu will close now, and that's it. Nothing will happen. So we might not be able to do GSX deboarding. But hey. Well, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. He sees my GSX, that's it. Can I like... Ah. Change... Oh, did I actually select 11A? Maybe I accidentally selected it. You know what? When all else fails, just restart the whole of Quartal. Oh shit, I've still got an engine running. Ha ha ha! I turned the beacon light and everything off and I've still got the, an engine on. Naughty, naughty. Right, has Mac landed yet? Ah, there he is, just pulling into stand. Lovely. We've all made it in. Actually, not far away from when the sun's starting to set. Okay, GSX is having an absolutely monumental faff. This software is sometimes so shit. All I wanted to do was change stand. Why is that so difficult? We'll leave it. We'll leave GSX. Right, let's go and have a look at the landing. Thank you. Oh no, actually that person unfollowed, then refollowed, then tried to bait a message, so we won't thank them. GSX glitches more often. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Right, review the flight. So, oh, there we go. 174. So flight time 50 minutes, block time 1 hour. Beautiful departure out of SBFN. And then a nice straightforward ILS into Recife to get us back in. Happy with the landing. Look at that. Nicely on the markers. And a landing rate of 174. G-force 1.00. Off as planned at, I think it was Lima. Yeah, off at Lima and then straight in on stand. Easy peasy. Yeah, Ryanair liveries. Yeah, there are Ryanair liveries for this. So, let's have a look. I don't know if anybody put any predictions in. Yeah, there are a couple. 90% said we were going to grease it. So I don't think you're going to get many points back. But you had faith in me to land under 250 FPM. So there you go. Beautiful. Well, there we have it then, folks. Another stream in the bag. Another rotation in the bag. And another 2 places in the bag. We've never flown between these 2 airports before. So it was nice to visit them both. Obviously, we've got the free world update scenery for SBFN, and then this is freeware scenery from flightsim.to, and the newly updated iFly 737 MAX8 as well. So awesome stuff. Right, I am going to finish up there, go and head off, but we will see you again soon. No live stream tomorrow. It's Wednesday tomorrow, so that's badminton training for me as normal on a Wednesday. So I won't be here tomorrow, but we will be back on Thursday as normal then. So I will see you then, folks. Thank you all so much for sticking around right until the end. I hope you enjoyed those 2 flights. They were very good fun indeed. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. So we'll see you on Thursday for more streaming fun. But yeah, we'll close out there for now. So I will see you all then. Thanks very much to Yoda and Mac for flying alongside us today, keeping us a bit of company. Yeah, thanks to those 2 for keeping us company on today's flight. Nice to have some people flying alongside us, so always makes a difference. Yeah, so we'll see you on Thursday. All right, folks, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. See you later. Good night. Happy landing.